Hey everybody, how's it going? This video is all about the minimalist playstyle. This is also considered the old school playstyle. Somebody who doesn't build a lot, who does not get into these build battles, and just plays with their guns. So, I'm going to show you how to play like that and win. You do have to be good at the game though, because you actually have to shoot people and win. But, this is pretty much the perfect example this game is of how to avoid using every single mat you have and getting into a build battle, because I've noticed that when somebody starts building like crazy above you, they end up coming down anyway to come and find you, so don't waste your mats, I guess. So yeah, this should be an interesting video to share with everybody. I know a lot of these videos that I've been doing of strategies and how to play better and all this stuff are doing pretty decent, so I'm going to keep doing them, and I think this video is a pretty important one to do. You still will need mats to build cover for yourself, but I wouldn't go crazy with collecting mats. I do, just because I like harvesting as a pastime, because if you're not harvesting, you're just walking around doing nothing. So definitely harvest for materials and things. And as you can see, there was somebody on their way in on the zip line. This guy does die. I like dropping Happy Hamlet because there's really decent loot here. A lot of people don't really come here for some reason, but there's a lot of good loot, and it's worth your time. And I just know where most of the chests are here, so I just like coming here because of that. Now, if I'm carrying a half pot, I usually drop the extra mini, but if I do come across some more minis, like a full set of minis, I will usually grab that and drop these half pots that I do have, just because minis are so much easier to carry in this game and use in solo. So that's why I do that. Now you see me building, I'm just moving around. I also use it for cover in tight spots, but I never get into a build battle because I find that it is genuinely a waste of time. Because normally you're not going to be getting into anything too crazy. I know a lot of people who do get into build battles and want that higher ground. You do not need the higher ground to win a fight. And hopefully this video helps show people. So like I'm hunting now, this guy's clearly over in this area. You gotta know how to track people too. That was an epic fail on my part. Now, if you're going to stay under their build like this, you do have to have a pretty good quick shot with the shotgun. I normally don't stay there. But as you can see, this guy's moving around a lot. And I almost died. I'm actually surprised that I didn't. because that's usually what happens in that kind of a scenario. I obviously didn't build soon enough, but still got it. So obviously I kept below ground and still won that fight. Just barely. I'm going to pick up that mini. And that's a bad example because I didn't build cover right away, which I should have. If anybody's shooting at you, your first instinct should be build cover. Obviously I'm an idiot and didn't. But that's okay. I 1 health in a dream, and I survived. So yeah, now I have to find a way to get out. And if you're dropping Happy Hamlet, you can usually go to this outpost up on the hill and get a plane and find your way to the next circle. It is mucho extremely important to get to the circle before everybody else. Just to find some extra loot and or get some extra kills. So I'm going to head up that way now. Something else you can do is land at the outpost or at the top of the hill and then go into Happy. That's what that one guy did, and it didn't end well for him because I don't think he knew what he was doing, but a lot of the times you can do this and just get that extra bit of loot. I don't have time to loot the outpost, so I'm just going to roll on out. So as you can see, I'm not going to that yet. I'm actually going to go to this chest first after I kill that guy. That was a really nice kill. And something people don't talk about with the blue burst is you can pretty much nuke somebody with just a few bursts if you got good aim. But like I was saying, I was going to go to the chest first. That way I can get an extra kill if somebody is running over to that supply drop. Which, it's nice to get those extra kills. I think this game ends up being a 9-kill game. Totally worth it. Now I see some guys up there at the outpost. Pop off a few. I'm using the hill as cover. You know, you gotta use that natural cover whenever you can. I'm gonna grab that. No, I'm not. As you can see, I'm kind of leading with the hill, just to have that extra bit of cover. Any cover you can get is great, especially if it's natural. You don't give yourself away to other people coming. And yeah. So as you can see, I'm obviously building. But here's where I wanted to show you how you can win from the ground. This guy definitely thought he had the upper hand, but I know where he is and I know where he's moving. And that's like super important. Bada bing, bada boom. When you're up that high, you tend to look down with most of your body, which I don't think people realize you do, you know, but when you're leaning over to look down, you're using more of your body than you would if it was just your head at eye level, you know, so that's something to think about. And obviously I suck at editing. But yeah, definitely, if somebody's below you and they're willingly staying down there, I would just go down there and fight them at the ground level instead of leaning over my whole build just to try to get you. That usually ends pretty badly. And I'm going to pop this chug. So I see this other supply drop, so I'm going to go ahead and drop down there and check out what's going on here. Maybe I can get some more kills. Doesn't look like too many people have been looting the lake very well. And I'm looking around, I think, maybe there's somebody over at the docks. People coming in from the storm. I don't know yet, but I'm going to get this anyway. And we find the perfect shotgun. And I do grab the slurp over to the mini. So you kind of have to have unagi, an understanding of where everybody is. As you can see, I'm like looking around at all the possible hiding places. I don't think there's anybody around here. I think most of them have migrated to the proper circle, which I am planning on doing right now. So yeah. So I see this rift, I'm going to hop on it and find myself a really good place to set up shop because we're getting into the third circle and this is pretty much where the game will most likely end. It's very rare for a normal solo match to end any other way, but I see these guys, so I'm going to hop in third party. That sounds evil, but you should definitely third party if possible. Build that cover. Some nice takedowns right there. Decent aim. Now when trying to choose between a suppressed scar and a normal scar, definitely go with the normal. It does a lot more damage. I didn't build cover for some reason. probably because I'll probably hear anybody who's coming up to the mountain at this point. And like I said, these do a lot more damage. I don't think everybody understands quite how much more damage it does. I think these gold scars do 77 damage, and the suppressed does somewhere around 55. So, you know, you really do have to play a little smarter than normal. So, you know, I see some guys over here and gonna pop some rockets over there just to keep them busy to help one of the two players to kill somebody so that the game can move forward. I'm also gonna grab this and try to snipe somebody. Whether or not I get a snipe is completely irrelevant because I probably won't. And again, I'm checking around. Make sure you're checking around because people are sneaky in Fortnite. They'll just sneak up on you. You won't even realize they're coming. If you're gonna play Fortnite, you definitely have to use headphones. Because if you don't, you're gonna be sorry. So I heard that guy coming up. He jumps in this plane for some reason. Again, minimal building. He was not a good shot. But the more minimal your building is, the better the outcome of the fight. If you don't have to build all the way up, nobody can shoot you down. And if you're not overusing your mats, you have better chance of cover normally. It just keeps going down the hill, doesn't it? So I pass on that. And I pretty much have some pretty meta weapons right now, except for my sniper. And there's 4 people left, and somebody's coming up the mountain. So we encounter the first tryhard of the game, and I honestly thought that I might lose this battle because they are going nuts with their building. But I do end up winning this fight. Don't do this guy for so many reasons. You're not gaining anything by building this much. And, you know, obviously I know where this guy is. So it's not like you're hiding either. You know, build a little cover, reload, and then I go in, and I use their building to find them. This person tries this window trick, almost gets me, and bam. If you're going to do that, you need to make sure that you have a stair above you as well. And now we're on to the last guy. This guy is a total noob. And I start freaking out at this point because I'm like, ooh, storm's coming. I don't know where this guy is. I'm not going to be able to heal up. I should have popped that mini, but I see this guy and I'm like, okay, trick shot. Pop. And that's how you win. The minimalist playstyle will work for you if you don't like going nuts with your building. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for you. So check out the stats, and thank you very much for watching.